I spent 16 years on the Assembly. I was also Deputy Mayor of London for a brief but spectacular 13 months when Ken Livingstone's team absolutely spent every day horrified at things I was saying. And I'm now a peer in the House of Lords and obviously having great fun with 800 opposition members. I'm here to announce the Green Party's candidate for the London Assembly and for London Mayor in 2020. Now I'm going to read out the candidates for the London Assembly party vote, starting with those at the top. The London party voting will be Sean Berry, Caroline Russell, Zach Polanski, Marley Hamdash, Gulnar Hussain, Shara Ali, Rosamund Adu Kissy Deborah, Ben Fletcher, Scott Ainsley, Hannah Graham, and Peter Underwood. That sounds like a really popular list. And now the candidate selected for mayor, who is obviously really important, is Sean Berry. Now Sean has already done incredible work. She stood last time as our mayoral candidate, and she not only got a 5% of the vote, which meant we got the deposit back. 6%. I'll try that again. She not only got 6% of the vote, but that meant that once again the Greens came third in London. And her work has encompassed getting a ballot for estate residents whose homes are threatened with demolition. She secured £45 million, not as much as the Garden Bridge, but not bad. £45 million for youth services where money had been cut, and campaigned for rent control to the point where they now appear to be a central plank of the current mayor's 2020 manifesto. So incredibly well done, Sean Berry, and she is now our Green candidate for mayor.
So yeah, thank you Jenny. Thank you everybody, all of London Greens. Very appropriate day to say that I love you very much. I'm really honoured to be chosen as the candidate for mayor for the Green Party's biggest and boldest ever campaign across London, which we'll have next year. And I'm so excited to be standing alongside such an incredible team of people ready to represent Londoners on the Assembly. I want to take this moment to thank everyone who put themselves forwards, all the Green members who played a part in selecting us as candidates. Just thank you so much. It's going to be a really brilliant campaign. To me, this is the most exciting slate of candidates the Greens have ever put forwards for these elections. I've worked with many of these amazing, diverse, experienced, passionate, young, talented people. And Greens at last are starting to represent the real diversity of our amazing city, in our people and in the issues we're known for achieving on too. Our record over the past 2 decades of delivering for Londoners can only grow with more of these brilliant people in City Hall in the Green Party group of Assembly members. I can't wait to start campaigning with all of them and continuing to cement our status as London's third party. Greens, we're well known for our good ideas. We look at the challenges of today and tomorrow, and we find the right and the fair solutions. And on the national stage too, from the 4-day week to the Green New Deal, where Greens lead, others follow. But here in London, elected Greens don't just come up with good ideas. With Assembly members in City Hall, we have the power to put them into practice. Greens make change happen. Greens deliver for Londoners. For nearly 3 years now, I've worked alongside the brilliant Caroline Russell here in the London Assembly. We learned how to be effective Assembly members from the amazing Greens before us, and we've all been clear proof of the power of having Greens in the room. We get things done and we deliver. Last year we won ballots for Londoners on estates whose homes face demolition. Green Assembly members really early on won the introduction of the London Living Wage Unit. And we won £45 million in funding for youth services just recently after we exposed huge cuts across the city. On so many issues, we've pushed for action where the Mayor has dragged his heels. And just in the last few months, because of elected Greens pushing him hard, the Mayor has agreed to make emergency plans for climate change, to campaign for rent control powers, and to support a people's vote on Brexit. When you put a Green into power in London, you get someone who delivers for London. There are so many problems facing our city today, but few are more pressing than the housing crisis, which continues to get worse and heartbreakingly, grindingly worse. For far too long, development in London, even on our public land, has been led by the biggest of the big developers. But Greens have been listening to Londoners about their solutions to the housing crisis for many years, and when we make a promise to them, we deliver. We promised to fight for the right for residents to have a real say, a ballot, a final say that matters on any regeneration plans. We faced resistance from the Mayor, but now we have ballots in force and being held for schemes that the GLA funds and others too. But we need to go further, not just to prevent the worst of the top-down ideas, but to put real power in the hands of Londoners to find the right places for our new homes and plan for the housing we need from the ground up. That's why a Green Mayor will give Londoners control over more land across our city with a People's Land Bank. Greens, with this idea, will empower Londoners to seek out the places where we can build new homes and choose how to build them. Right across the city, there is so much land going to waste. Empty buildings, underused car parks and garages, pockets of unused space around and above, with no need to demolish anything to make way. Our People's Land Bank would work with estate residents and community groups across the city to map and find these empty buildings and spaces that we can build on. Because the solution to our housing crisis isn't just about bricks and mortar and numbers of homes. It's about giving people the power to plan what happens to their city. It's about making sure homes are built to be homes, not speculative financial assets for the rich. So our People's Land Bank will bring communities together and put community organising at the heart of solving the housing crisis. From the housing crisis to the climate crisis, only Greens, working with our citizens, have the answers to the most pressing problems facing our city today. London is long overdue a Green Mayor and the fresh ideas and the record of delivery that we bring. Every single Mayor so far has failed Londoners on the biggest issues. They are all over social media, but nowhere to be seen in our communities actually listening to Londoners. People know that Labour's slogans and the Conservatives' vested interests don't lead to the action we need. They know that the Lib Dems are dwindling and people are ready for real change. So I'm here today to tell you that Greens are delivering. Other parties let Londoners down, but Greens listen to Londoners and we act on what you say. Where other parties offer empty promises, we get results. And every single Green you put into City Hall next year will deliver for Londoners. Other parties can take up Green ideas in the end, but it always takes years for them to catch up with us. Why should London wait? Vote Green in 2020 and thank you.